Hey, I got one. Hey, I got one. Hey, I got one.
Oh shit.
I got one. And you can tell it to her.
She's right here. She can hear you.
Okay. Okay. So what's green, fuzzy, and would hurt if it fell on you for out of a tree? Green and fuzzy, and it would hurt if it fell on you out of a tree.
Well, let me. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I'm lost.
A pool table.
Dumbass. You're dumb.
That's stupid. Why would it be in a tree? Why? You could have said off a
You're
building.
missing the point. You're missing the point. It's green and fuzzy, and if it fell out of a tree, it would hurt you.
Talking about the felt on the fabric of the pool table. I got it. It's just really.
That's so. Oh my god! And
quit.
Is that the one that she told you?
No. That's not the one. That was just a different one. I felt like that was a child appropriate one.
Bring me 3 of them. Yeah. Can you
hey, why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom?
What? What about a pterodactyl? What?
Going to the bathroom.
Why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom?
Because the P is silent.
Yep.
Yes, I knew it. That is awesome. That one is really
good. You ain't
good.
supposed to know these.
I know that one.
I didn't know that one. That was funny.
I know
That's good.
That was good. That was a good one. Fucking pterodactyls.
What do you call a man with no arms and no legs in a pool?
This is gonna be so cold-blooded. I don't know what it is. This is gonna be so wrong.
Bob.
That's so terrible. That's so terrible. This dude's a quadriplegic and this man is cracking jokes. That's terrible.
What's the dumbest animal in the jungle?
I think I used to know this one. I don't know.
A polar bear. A dumbass. Why are you in the jungle, goddammit?
What? The polar bears aren't in the... I'm lost. I give.
All right, last one.
That's so stupid. You didn't get it? That's
No.
so... He was saying, what's the dumbest animal in the jungle? And then he said a polar bear. And then he said, you dumbass, what are you doing in the jungle?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I was like, that's so stupid.
Damn you.
All right, last one. And this is the courtesy of Day.
Uh-oh. It's a good one. It's a good one.
So,
Did she be in here for that one?
no, she don't have to.
You know that to yourself.
So why can't COVID sit at the bar?
Wait.
Why?
Because COVID is 19.
I knew this what it was. You know what? It's
That's
nifty
so stupid.
in
It is
the
very
current
nifty.
situation of things. It is very nifty. The current situation.
Yeah.
COVID is 19. They told you that.
Oh, it is 19.
Yeah, Day's the one to tell me that one.
That's
Good
pretty
job,
good. You
Dave.
tell Dave she gets points.
That was good.
Okay,
That was real nifty.
so my drink for tonight.
I already drunk mine, so it's just me. Hello, me.
It's sweating. It's sweating. The jokes were just too hot.
Or it's condensation, but who am I? You know,
The jokes were just too hot.
or it's condensation. You know.
The jokes were just that good. So I'm gonna try this one. This is a Austin East Cider's Texas Honey Cider.
Texas honey cider. Oh, it's craft beer from Austin. It ought to be all right.
How do you like them apples?
They didn't have to put that. They didn't have to
Hey,
put that.
they said it. It said it.
I know it. They could have left that cheese off the label.
Yeah, that was a lot of
So,
cheese.
I've been trying new beers. Like I want to just try all the different flavors
Yeah.
and like different So I had Samuel Adams Boston Lager. Gross.
Yes, absolutely disgusting.
Oh my god! I was like,
Fucking gross.
that was a struggle to finish.
Yes.
Like
it's disgusting.
especially like when it gets to a warmth. Ugh. Ugh. So gross. Like most beers, like Bud Light, when it gets to a warm area, I can still finish it.
Tolerable, yeah.
But that was, oh my god.
Yeah, Boston Lager is already kind of thick anyway.
Ugh.
So it's
That was like,
yeah.
it was hard to drink. So
I don't see how you drink that shit.
the second one I had was it was a Texas tea, which was really good. It's really
It was
good.
Samuel Adams Texas tea?
No. It
Oh,
was
okay.
let me get it.
I stay away from that Samuel Adams. That shit is
This
nasty.
is a Bishop Cider Company Texas tea, black tea and lemon.
Oh, okay. So it was all right.
This is actually really good. Like it don't taste just like a Texas tea. Like you don't take like if you go and get it's like a beer version, I guess. But like for home, like just chilling at home.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So I'm trying to see what this one tastes like.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? There's a lot of those beers that are in Austin, those craft beers. I got to try a couple. I think I was trying to tell y'all about one. It's called Zingu. And this guy that I hired when I was working at the TV station, he was always drinking like he hated like Bud Light. He didn't drink regular beer like you buy in the store. Everything he drank was like a craft beer, and it was something different. He didn't like Samuel Adams either. He just rather drink like homemade beers and shit that people, I say homemade, but like the ones that you don't see like on the shelf. He liked that.
That's what I'm trying. Like, because I usually just stick to my Bud Light. Bud Light Orange, it's amazing. I love that
I
one.
had the orange. I was a fan of the lime, but if the lime was good, I feel like the
Orange
orange would be
one.
really good.
The orange one is my best. That's the one I get now. If I can freaking find it.
That's my best.
Anyway, everybody got your drinks? All right. This happy birthday to Amanda Fox, Michael Fox's wife, Patreon of the show.
Hey.
Hey. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
No, not yet. Oh, now? Too much. Woo.
Sonic Cup.
All right. It's not bad.
I mixed that too good. Yeah. All right, I'm back. What's up, y'all? Good.
Cranberry, mango, limeade, and crown.
Amanda, where your friends at, though? Well, good. Never mind. I'm tripping. Let's go.
Way away from you.
Talk nerdy to me. Get nerdy with me.
All right, welcome back. This is episode 28.
28.
Yeah.
28.
We are your hosts. I'm your boy Snake.
I'm Mingo D.
And I'm the hammer. Get down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ethan's not going to be able to join us today. He had some work to take care of.
So he's not in the void anymore?
He's not in the void. My buddy's got on-call duty, so it sucks. Not Call of Duty, on-call duty. That shit sucks. I've done that.
I hate on call. But we're going to keep it rolling. So, anyway, roll it on, Mingo.
Yeah.
Like the roll of the film.
No. All right, guys. So
Or do you need
today I
another-
don't got that. No. Today I got some, news as always, because what we're about here, news, conversation, greatness, amazement, anime, games, entertainment. So the entertainment today, I want to talk about a couple of things. We're going to talk about there's a disturbance in the force. We're going to talk about, some things just aren't super anymore. And then Marvel. I mean, Is there too much of it? I mean, geez. Or not enough? I mean, all right, let's get into it. So we're going to talk about The Mandalorian. I want to talk about that because The Mandalorians came out with like 2 to 3 different trailers. They had one just came out recently where you got to see like him he was in a bar and you got to see the little baby Yoda and the baby Yoda like press the button and hides because he's about to like kill everybody in there because apparently now he knows what his mission is. I think it's the spoiler if you haven't watched the first season. I think it's the thing inside his helmet. I can't think of the word, voice or whatever, and it's telling him that he needs to take Yoda to these sorcerers. It says on the trailer that are enemies that are called the Jedi. So he has to find the Jedi and has to deliver the baby Yoda to the Jedi for whatever reason. So it go and also let me sidebar on a previous episode I said Carlos Esposito. I want to apologize for that because his name is John Carl Esposito. So I want to apologize for that because I had Even Hammer saying it and that was totally wrong. And you see at the bottom of the screen, it was corrected. So I want to apologize for that. Anyway, he came on and he was talking about how in this season it's going to really explore the stuff about the Darksaber and what's going on with the baby Yoda and the things that happen in between. Some of the stuff that we know from the Clone Wars and the cartoon that is, and some stuff that we don't know that happened that we haven't even seen or that's just been in books that people haven't read. So be on the lookout for that. So The Mandalorian is still on slate to come out this fall. I want to say, if not October, I want to definitely say November. So be on the lookout for that. The next thing I want to talk about is Supergirl. So Variety has just came out not so long ago, and they said that Supergirl is ending. Yeah, I know. Crazy. Arrow just ended, but Arrow was on for 8 seasons. Supergirl's been on for 6. And it's slightly lower than The Flash. It came on after The Flash, but it's ending before The Flash. When I first heard this news, I was like, whatever. I don't see it happening. But after doing a little bit more digging, I understand now why. For one, it's ending on they're ending on their own terms. The showrunners and the producers, they all decided on their own and want to end the show, which is good, which means they're going to end on a big bang. The other thing is that COVID-19 really put a halt in a lot of the production. I mean, with a lot of shows, of course, but this is live TV, so it changes a lot of things going on. So it kept being pushed back on when they were going to start the season. And then Melissa Du Bois, she also is pregnant or was pregnant. So that also changed some things. And, with her schedule, COVID-19, her being pregnant, and them having to push back shooting. And I think, and then also the people who are on the show, the cast members, they all had 6-season contracts anyway. So it's just very normal for them to be like, you know what? Everything going on in the world, Melissa's pregnant. We all had 6 seasons. Maybe it's time to end this thing. So they're ready to kind of let that go. So I can't say that I am sad nor happy. Me personally, Supergirl wasn't my favorite show, but it was still a good show. The thing about it is that I just hope they ended well because I'm all about the storylines that they weave together with the multiverse, and I hope they end it well. I hope they have it to where it makes sense, to where it's not like, oh, Supergirl's just thrown out and we have Superman and Superman's fighting a Supergirl villain and Supergirl doesn't show up. I hope they really make that make sense and make the world seem very livable, as if she left or she's still there for a reason. So that's my only thing with that. Other than the show ending, I'm glad that they're not being canceled and they're ending on their own terms. That's always good when you're an actor. So good job there. Now, the giant elephant in the room, Marvel. Is there enough Marvel news? Well, apparently not, because first off, we got changes to the Marvel movie slate. big change to Marvel movies. Like Marvel has just said, hey, look, because they want to make that big movie franchise Disney money, they're pushing Black Widow all the way from November to May 7th of next year. That means that other movies have been changed. May 7th was actually for Shang-Chi. They moved that to July 9th. And that means that the Eternals movie has also been moved. But the Eternals movie has also did a flip with Shang-Chi, and that has been moved to November. So it's coming out third. And so it makes you wonder, is the timeline going to be messed up? No, I don't think so. I think they did that for specific reasons, to kind of change some things up. I mean, for one, they have to figure out this whole mutants thing, Black Panther, and a bunch of other stuff. Plus, if COVID is still here, they have to make it to where they're still able to make that good Disney money, because they want that Disney money and they want to make it in the movie theater. Sure, the movie theaters are out, but they can't make Disney money. Disney wants to make $1 billion almost every movie. You can't make that now. You're going to make what? Probably barely $1 million. Maybe overseas you might make it because they're doing, I guess, a little better than we are. But, I mean, that's not what Disney wants. We're talking about Disney, one of the biggest companies in the world. They need that money. They want that money. I want that money, Disney. I want that money. But and speaking of that, we got two more things. We got WandaVision, talking about that Disney money, has just put out a trailer. Man, I'm so excited for this show. And that's also another thing that's been changed up. Falcon and Winter Soldier has been switched. We don't know when that's coming out. They say next year. So it's not coming out first. WandaVision's coming out, but I'm excited. I've seen the trailer. It shows like this spin-off through like the decades. It shows her and Vision looking like the stuff that you've seen from the show Bewitched and from Family Ties and other things like that. They made references to the House of M, so it's like, what's gonna go with these mutants? And they also showed the antagonist, Agatha Hart. If you don't know Agatha Hart, she showed up on the X-Men cartoon, and she's like a very powerful witch slash magic user, and she loves to mess with Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange, and she's very powerful. She's very manipulative, and in the trailer you see her throughout those timelines. This random woman, that's her, who's in there. So it's good. You go watch the trailers. It's really, really good. And then last but not least, this just debuted yesterday. Actually, I saw this Friday night, and I was shocked. Guess who's getting his own TV show? He told everybody that he couldn't trust somebody, so that's how he ended up losing his eye. So I don't know if y'all know who he is. Yes, that's right. Nick Fury is getting his own show on Disney Plus. When will it come out? But it's also been proven that Samuel L. Jackson has signed up. He said he's in, and right now they're still working out the King stuff. It hasn't been greenlit yet, but it's pretty much gonna be greenlit. I mean, it's Samuel L. Jackson. You don't really say no to him. He's ready to do a TV show. He's ready, man. It's about to be on point. I'm gonna enjoy it. I can't wait for that to happen. So that's all the news I got, everybody. Marvel is just doing their thing. Supergirl will be missed. And The Mandalorian, I cannot wait. So stay tuned. We're going to have more news coming up. And that's it for the entertainment, man. That's all I got. I'm going to throw it to the other part of entertainment, which is with my hands. When I pick up something and I do this right here.
Hands.
And I'm going to.
With your hands.
This. With your hands. Click, buttons. Take it away, Ham Games.
Hey, just saying.
Gotcha, bitch. No, you didn't.
That is,
I'm not.
that is.
Sir.
All right. So
Back at it.
we're gonna talk a little video game action. Yeah, some good stuff came out this week. Some good information that everybody should, I think, needs to know. I think the elephant in the room for the week actually was Microsoft and Bethesda. Yeah, that whole thing. So Microsoft pulled the trigger and bought Bethesda, which means they basically just bought Elder Scrolls and Fallout, and I'm sitting here playing like I don't know these games. You know all the games.
Yeah.
He basically just bought the rights to all of that. Side note, I think, a lot of people are freaking out because they feel like, oh crap, Microsoft owns this. That means pure exclusives. And here's what I'm going to tell you. Microsoft likes money. First off, they may squeeze to get a couple of them exclusive, but I think that studio is not going to really hear that much. And Microsoft is smart enough to know that they can sell that game on multiple platforms, or sell some of those games on multiple platforms, and they're going to get money from everybody. That means Sony's going to have to pay them. If they make a game that works on Switch, Nintendo's going to have to pay them too. So I say, A+ move by Microsoft. I forget what the number was, like $76 billion or something like that. It was
Something like that.
Yeah, it was a stupid amount of money. Like it retarded amount of money, but I think it's 100% worth it. If I were him, I'd straight up, like, personally, I'd make a big push to have Elder Scrolls be, it's not going to be exclusive. They're not going to get that, but I definitely would make it launch first on Xbox. Like if it was me, like I think that's a power move by a huge company to get a studio like that, and you can take advantage of some of that. Like I said, you're not gonna get everything exclusive, but you can definitely get some here first titles.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, play it first for the first 2 months here on Xbox, and then everybody else gets it. That's a big thing. That to me is huge. So there was that did happen. I always have to ask, what do you guys think about the whole Bethesda thing? I mean, I know we talked about it a little bit, but
Go ahead, man. Go.
Oh, okay.
don't be shy.
All right. I think that's a very good idea. Me personally, I think Microsoft should just take it for what it's worth. Push the games out that are already there on all the platforms to make the money. Any brand new games, do what Sony did with Destiny. Keep it, like you said, 2 months to a year exclusive. They can do that, or have certain characters be exclusive. I mean, so they can have like special characters that show up on some of the Bethesda games that is like, okay, this one character that that should be in Elder Scrolls or in this game or this set, or let's say, for example, a werewolf set. This werewolf set will be exclusive to Xbox for a year. PlayStation won't be able to get it until, because that's what PlayStation does is anyway, and it'll be a good way to fight back. They get their money from Sony, and they have their exclusive content, and it makes them very competitive in fighting. I think it's a great thing. I think they should continue that, and then they should have Bethesda create certain IPs, brand new IPs ain't no one heard of yet, exclusively for Xbox. Like maybe they can make a brand new let me see, what's a game? Let me think of a game. Maybe they make a futuristic time traveling game, brand new IP, and they make it, and Bethesda makes it for Xbox exclusive. It's a brand new IP, no one's heard of it. Boom, and they can do that. They can actually, hey, can you guys make this game for us? When we own you, boom, you own us, bam, boom, make it, and they can do that. And then all the other games that everybody knows that Bethesda is always going to be making, they can make that. That's what I think. I think they should do that. I think it'll be good to play both sides, to do both of them. Why? Because you start off saying, hey, we love you, we love everyone. We're going to give everyone all the games and make the money. And then as soon as Sony started doing their, hey, well, we have exclusive, then Microsoft like, really? Well, did we tell you a new IP is coming out? And they could just drop a trailer and then say, by Bethesda Games. And it could be called Maxwell's Country House or something. And then it's like some dude with an axe, and he's just a badass, just fighting aliens and fighting the devil and he could fly. I don't know. Bethesda could do it, and it'll be on Xbox, and everybody will play it, and then Sony be like, well, hell, they got us, And I think they should do both. That's just me. I want them to play devil's advocate. Sorry, I'm down for it because I like the competitiveness. Plus, that'll make people like me or former me. Sidebar: former me was the guy who was 100% PlayStation, and he would not change. He was like, no. Then he had some friends who had Xbox, saw some Xbox games. Like, now he's switched. He's not that guy anymore. Sidebar over. So, now
You can do a lot of sidebars.
Shut up. It's just this one episode, not any other episode.
Get to the point. Come on,
Point is,
man.
you can get. Hey, you didn't want to talk. I gave you a chance. My time.
You
My
said
time.
enough. I ain't gonna say nothing now because you said all of it already. So
Devil's advocate. That's all I'm trying to say. Devil's advocate.
I think you're right. I think you're right. They did that with, Soul Calibur did that. They had exclusive characters to certain systems. We had like Link, Yoda, and Darth Vader, and they were exclusive to those consoles for about a year, I think so. And then there's an update, and then you could play any of them. Well, except for Link. I did not see Link on the other ones. I could be wrong, but the other two I saw flipped. You could get it on either one. So there was that. But yeah, that did happen. It was a big thing, and I think Mingo's 100% right. I agree. I think it's a power move, and I think they should take advantage of it for the competitiveness. PlayStation's always kind of had Xbox's number on the exclusives. So, I mean, this is their chance to kind of play that game and play some Xbox, Xbox first type move. So I think it's a good thing. In other news, apparently, I have to do more research. Let me go ahead and say that. But apparently, there's a significant advantage in getting a Xbox or Xbox Series S over a PlayStation. And I think it's more of an opinionated thing. A little bit I've looked into it. It's more opinionated, but there were some figures and some numbers that distinctly pointed in the direction of Xbox being a little bit better this time. I still think visually and when you play, I think it's going to be the same thing personally. But there was something out there that said that maybe there was an advantage to getting an Xbox. I mean, just throwing it out there for you PlayStation guys, that guy right there that's got the half smile on. It's somewhat PlayStation. No, but I will be doing more research into that.
So,
what do you say?
That he hadn't been on Xbox yet, so.
Dang. Do that man out of the bus. I mean, that bus just.
I don't want to say nothing because I have the sidebar, so I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna leave it there. Don't listen to him. That's what we're gonna say.
Also, this week they released the Towers update for Division. Me and Snake got to play a little bit of that. It's pretty dope. It is pretty dope. The little bit I did get to play was fun. It was a little repetitive, but Snake informed me that when he got back on that everything changed whenever he started it again. So he said everything was different. There was different enemies going from different spots, and they didn't play the exact same as when we started off playing it. So I thought that was pretty dope. They actually thought about that. It's definitely going to be something that you're going to have to play with your friends. You're not going to get very far by yourself. Just tell you that. You might be able to work you probably work the first 10 levels, yeah? You think so, Snake? First 10 levels maybe by yourself? Then after that, it's, hit or miss. Because once you start doing like 10th or like 11 through 21 or whatever it is, it's a little different. It's a little more challenging, and you need at least one other person. Me and him did like the first couple of levels, I think. We did. What we do the 1 through 10? Is that what we did? I can't remember. I think we just did 1 through 10 or 1 through 11. I know we had a boss.
Just 1 through 10.
Yeah, and when we got to the boss battle, it wasn't extra difficult, but I can see
because it was easy.
The progression. It was. It was. I could feel the progression in the enemies, which was a good thing. Is even when it was just us two, and we were kind of breezing through it. The breezing through it kind of like it wasn't like a dead stop. Like, oh crap, this is super hard. you could tell like it took like one more shot here, one more shot there, and it creeped up. So I think it's going to
I
progress really
didn't,
good.
I didn't feel that at all.
I could see it. I could see it.
Like not on and those first 10 levels that easy.
I mean,
Or like
it was very, very easy.
I switched to my rolly bomb loadout just to have fun.
Yeah, it was fairly
Like
simple. I threw a hive out and just let the hive kill everything. I mean, it was basically easy, but I could still see like when I would shoot, I noticed an extra bullet here, an extra bullet there. It wasn't drastic change. It was still easy, but there was a difference per level when you were going through. I could tell. So, but it does look fun. I want to get into it again. I'm going to wait until I can get on with Tyler and Kaiser and maybe Lawrence, and then we run through and actually try to beat the whole 100 levels. It's 100 levels. So, I mean, that's a lot in itself. And I'm curious of what the hell what's going to be at like a level 100, like what?
Because so basically, as you're going up the tower, like it's every level is by 10, like he was saying. So we did the very first level and went through the first 10. Did the boss. The second level of 10 is another easy level. Then it goes to I forget what the next one after easy is, but then it goes up to challenging and legendary. Legendary is the hardest one. I think there's 3 levels of legendary, 3 levels of challenging, and then I guess normal. There's easy and then normal.
Yeah, that's what
or
hard.
I know there's a hard level. Is right before challenging.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be interesting once we get up, because once you start getting up, there's these. They're also going to activate different, like what is it called? Damn it, fucking name. Basically, where they put like restrictions and stuff, like different
events, or
no, it's almost like events, but it's like they're like no shields or no guns. It's like little handicaps, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Make it more fun. I can see that.
Yeah. So certain when you get up higher, like you have like 3 or 2 here, 3 there, and I did notice like whenever me and Kaiser ran through it, like he was saying, everything was different. So even though it was the exact same 10 levels that we did, they were all different levels, or 10 floors. So it was randomized. So that's a good thing.
Right.
Because you can't get used to knowing where all the enemies are at every time. Every time you go into there, okay, they're going to be here, they're going to be here. I'm going to throw a rolly bomb here, all that stuff. So it kind of keeps you on your toes, even on the easy levels. So,
which is a good thing, because it can keep it from being too monotonous. I mean, because I know it's even when we were running up the levels, like we were kind of talking about it, like,
yeah,
it's kind of like go to the level, wipe everybody out, go to the next door, go upstairs.
Yeah, it was repetitive. Yeah, and even Kaiser was saying that he was getting bored. So
yeah, I think you have to kind of grind through that boredness to get to what's going to be hard. I'm assuming once you get to a certain point, it's just going to be a room full of like juggernaut fucking tanks.
Right.
Like that, I fully believe that's probably what's going to be, like just a room with like 8 tanks. It's like 5 flamethrowers and Gatling guns and just ridiculousness. Like you can't do anything about it. And that's when it'll be like for Kaiser anyway. That'll be when it's like super fun. He'll have to beat it, and it'll be one of those things. So, but that is out there. It's worth checking it out. Like I said, it was a pretty good little update, and I did get to pick up some good gear while we were there doing that. Got some God roll gear while we were doing that. So do check it out. I mean, you never know what you might get. I think they did some tuning while they were in there, putting an update in too. So that's there too. Also, Xenoverse 2 they're getting ready to release more raid boss stuff. So if you do the raid boss things, that's something you can check out. They're giving out dates as to when those are going to be. They're of course events, just like when they have tournaments, they're events. So you can go check that out. I've still yet to even get the Ultra Instinct stuff and any of that. I haven't done it. I just number one, I hadn't had time,
Oh,
and number two is I was this close last time breaking the control. I have not turned that game back on. I got to get myself back in the mode where I'm not going to tear something up before I turn it back on. But they do have the raid. I know people like the raids. They like doing that. They go in and get the crystals, which you kind of do need the crystals, the raid crystals. Um, Figured that out, and I was trying to get one of the moves or build a move with the new QQ bangs and all that stuff. Trying to make one of those, and you actually need the raid crystals to do it, was it raid crystals or dark crystals that we were talking about, Tyler, that you got to have to build the 6-star QQ bang, the one that Kaiser got. So I mean, they have that, so you can do those. Just kind of they're trying to keep the game going because there is already news that there's going to be another DLC. Just throwing that out there, just letting you know, it's going to be another DLC. They hadn't said this one's going to be free, so I'm guessing this one will be paid. They just gave that free, all that free content. I don't see them do it again. I'm curious to what the new content is going to be, what character they're going to add, or characters. I don't know what they can add a Super Saiyan 4 transformation to my CAC. That'd be dope. I've been asking for that since the beginning of the game. So, I mean, there's that. But I don't know what else they would add. But there is rumors that they're going to do another DLC. So stay tuned for that. And outside of those, I don't have a whole lot more news, surprisingly. I mean, there was lots of little things here and there, but those are the ones that stood out to me. So if I get anything else, of course, I always post on Facebook. I always look. And I'll let you know. Comment down below if you find anything that maybe we didn't talk about that you want to talk about that we should have talked about. Be like, hey, dumbass, you missed this. And I'll be like, oh, you know what? You're right. So that's my time. That's what I got. I'm going to kick it on over to the snake over there with the sound effects machine that, is ruling the show today. Let him talk about a little anime news. I know he's got some somewhere in there. He's always got something.
it's me, Snake. It's me, Snake.
Dang it, I should have had that pulled up so I could say, I just pulled that. Hey, it's
pull it up like, hey, you're pretty good.
couldn't find that one. Anyway, so I got a couple. There's quite a bit, but I only wrote down like some of the stuff that like I felt like was the biggest news. I mean, there's a lot. Again, October is still when everything's going to come out. So still waiting on that. There's still been some increases here and there, certain shows. We did get an Attack on Titan season 4, the 4th season. Come out December 7th. They actually put a date to it. So
far away.
I'm not going to talk about this too long. Just do want to let everybody know, even though I don't like talking about it, hey, I got to let y'all know that this is a thing. It's still going to be trash, but anyway, so One Piece, if you're a fan of One Piece, they are getting a live action Netflix adaptation.
Let me reiterate, it will
the
be
reason
trash. Trash.
Anyway, that's so stupid. That's stupider than my jokes.
I just said the show's gonna be trash, but that's just
it's okay, people.
So basically, what the reason I'm saying, if you're a fan, the Netflix show might actually be better than what you would think, because the actual creator of One Piece is actually going to be with every step of the show. Nothing's going to be implemented unless he gets approved by him. So that's something
That's
to
dope.
look forward to. And so, out of all the Netflix shows that they've done, and a piece of trash, evolution that we don't talk about, this actually might be in good hands. So, y'all have fun with that. So, Inuyasha, I spoke about this one a while back. It was the Inuyasha sequel about his daughter. It's going to be in October 3rd. So again, it's another one in October. So that one's going to be, I'm going to look for that one. I don't know how to feel about it yet. So I'm going to look at that when it comes out. Demon Slayer. There's some new, basically Demon Slayer's sales are like through the roof. Like they hit over 100 million sales.
Nice.
Real nice.
And that you have to actually think about this though, because so with them, they haven't been out long. Most of their sales came just like this past year. Like so they hit over 100 million technically in a year, if you want to. So if you compare that to like Attack on Titan, from when the anime and the manga sales and everything, like from when the manga came out and the anime adaptation, like from the time that it's like a 10-year span. That's when it took them that long, 10 years to reach the 100 million mark. So they did it in just a year. So I mean, given I feel like it's increased because of how social media is now. So it's a lot more in depth now than it was back then. So, and we have all these, Shonen Jump apps, and there's like apps that crazy now that they didn't have back then. So I don't know, but that's a thing. Last thing, Sword Art Online is actually getting a new series. A new it's called Sword Art Online Progressive Anime. So what this is, I don't know how I feel about it, because it's supposed to basically go back and be a retelling of pretty much the first season, the very first, like starting it over, but through Asuna's eyes,
Oh,
like her side type of the story. I don't know how I feel about that, because yeah, Asuna's a badass, but Kirito was the main guy. Like that, like if you go into a battle, Kirito is the one to watch. Like even it makes you, because when you think about basically this last season, Kirito was in a wheelchair, like his consciousness was just gone. Like they went to kind of help him come back. The entire show was about basically showing Asuna and Alice working and them fighting. So that's probably what they got the idea to do this one from, because of this. But the entire show, we're doing nothing but waiting for Kirito to get up. Like, we want to wait. And then when he did, boy, did he come. Oh, my God. That was, he just fucked everything up. So that was dope. Whenever he actually got back up, he just started fighting. Classic Kirito, whooping ass. So, and that's what we look for. Like I just don't see why going back to see her side is going to be I don't know. Like, I don't know how I feel about that.
I get it.
What?
Well, the reason this is just a thought. The reason I think they would want to do that is also that story that they had about her and Yuki and that whole thing together, and then
Yeah, they did that. They did that too.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that episode was like a filler episode. It really
I know
was.
it was a whole like half of a season with her and Yuki.
I know,
and
but the
whole
entire
thing.
season was like that was all. I'm not saying it was filler, but it felt filler. Like it didn't. I was waiting for it to be over so I can go back to see what's next to Kirito's.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. The thing about it is that everybody is always, well, not everybody, but you have fans who wanted to know Asuna's side because of the whole harem thing that
I
Kirito
know.
got going on, and then the whole thing of how powerful is Asuna compared to the other girls, and then pretty much for story's sake, they want to know how did Asuna feel in that world with Kirito from her perspective, because from
Bingo.
Kirito's perspective,
I know why they're doing it. I know that they're doing it for that reason, for the girls and to get more audience and basically to tell more story. I know all that, like what you're saying, because that makes money, and Asuna is one of the high things. I'm just saying, I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. Like,
oh, okay.
I know the reasoning, I know what, but I'm on the fence about it. I'm still gonna watch it. It's Sword Art Online, but I rewatched Sword Art Online from the very beginning multiple times. I just restart it, just for the hell of it. No reason, just start over from the very beginning every time. I've done it like 10 times already this month, maybe.
Okay, I'm done.
All right.
No, maybe. No. I was waiting on. I was kept saying stuff because Domingo's face just never moved. So I was like, maybe he's not. Maybe he's frozen. So I just kept saying shit. So.
I'm good
Anyway.
at that.
What, freezing?
And my hand moved that time. Yeah, so,
You're good at. Okay.
acting.
Yeah.
Acting.
Oh, you're good at acting.
Whatever. Y'all get me, right? Of course you do. Yeah, you guys get me.
I think they all get you.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, that is going to end it for this show. Thank you all for coming out
Nice.
and hanging out with us again. And remember to go to YouTube and like, subscribe, and comment so that we can actually get together. Still looking for a subscriber that wants to jump in and talk to us. Just message us
It
or
would be nice.
comment. Let us know.
Really nice.
We would love to hear from y'all,
We like to talk a lot,
especially this guy.
especially me. Yeah.
Not you.
Well, I mean,
Hey, I have
don't know.
great things to say. Hey, if I didn't talk, it would be so bad. So bad.
I agree.
It'd be like-
I'm
I feel like-
interested
I
in
feel
that.
like you're like really choosing your words very carefully just then.
See,
Anyway.
sidebar. Snake likes to mute people, so
Anyways, yeah, I did not mute you.
this time.
So go like and subscribe to us. Follow us on Facebook. Hit us up with anything you want to hear about, and we'll talk about it. I want to talk about everything. See
Yeah.
all this? I want to talk about all this.
Yeah.
So, all right,
I want
catch
to talk about this.
blankness. Infinite, nothing.
Avoid,
It was a joke, man.
Were you
avoid.
connecting your rainbow?
Stupid.
Don't listen to him. He knows nothing. He knows nothing.
You drink your human juice over there.
Stupid.
You got to stay human.
You're so stupid.
All right, we'll catch y'all next Saturday. Okay, bye.
Talk nerdy to me. Get nerdy with me.